Hello and welcome again. My name is Marta. Today is the 21st of October and you are once again watching Binary News, your daily dose of focused gaming news, this time regarding Far Cry 4. As Ubisoft has detailed and priced the Far Cry 4 Season Pass just ahead of the game coming out this November. Now, the Season Pass is going to be priced at the usual sort of price of $29.99 or £23.99 and will actually include new missions for both the single player and co-op gameplay, as well as new modes for the multiplayer. And one mission, the Syringe, will be available from day one exclusively to Season Pass holders. Now, whether or not that particular mission will ever come to non-Season Pass holders kind of isn't said. Maybe it's just an exclusivity period. I would hope that this is that case. If it's period exclusive, then not really what I would call the one, to be honest. Now, as well as being, of course, sold separately, the Season Pass will actually be included with the Far Cry 4 Gold Edition, which is available on all platforms and is actually a slight discount versus buying the game and the Season Pass separately, and is also included in the European Ultimate Kyrat Edition. Now, of course, I do have full information regarding the Season Pass content. Of course, we have that previously mentioned mission, the Syringe, and it says, quote, available from launch exclusively for Season Pass holders, players must keep a rare and potent recipe from falling into the hands of Pagan Min's forces. Playable in single player and co-op, players will need to ensure that he does not use its devastating effects on the rebel forces. Escape from Durgesh Prison is next, and AJ and Herc have been rounded up and tortured in Yuma's prison. Team up with a friend to escape and survive the hostile lands of Pagan Min's Kyrat. Now we have the Herc Deluxe Pack, 5 missions playable in single player and co-op, including Yak Farm, Blood Ruby and Herc's Redemption are available. You have some new weapons available, including a harpoon gun for Herc. Now, Overrun is team up as Rakshasa or Golden Path in this PvP mode and control a series of neutral locations across Kyrat's countryside in order to protect them from being overrun by your opponents. And finally, Valley of the Yetis. AJ's helicopter has crashed on an unforgiving Himalayan ridge. Explore the frozen landscape and find tools to upgrade your camp and protect it from a dangerous cult when night falls. With single player and co-op options, players will not be alone, but in the darkest caves, players will have more to fear than just a cult as the Yetis await their prey. Now, I think the main contention for most people is going to be the price, as someone in the comments quite rightly pointed out on the original article. It's £55 for the full game, £24 to get the Season Pass, which makes it £79 on one game. I'm sure you can all agree that that's outrageous, and I think a lot of people are going to feel that, well, that's just too much, and I don't really blame them because it is too much. Now, you can save a few pennies, as I said, with one of these bundles that will have the Season Pass included, and of course you can just sort of cherry pick the DLC you want and buy it as and when it's released. Of course, as with all Season Pass DLC, it will come out eventually in separate little bits, so you could just do it that way, but it still ends up with people feeling a bit cheated where they feel like content has been locked behind Season Pass and DLC. Of course, as I said, you can pick and choose, but it's still a lot to spend on one game, and I don't think many people are going to splash for it, given that Ubisoft haven't exactly done well for their reputation lately, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the call of Far Cry is just too much, because I know it's a very beloved series, and quite rightly so. Do let me know your thoughts below, guys, and I'll see you next time.